Hello my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. Here you can watch videos related to English language. In today's video, I am going to discuss the types or forms of sentences. But before that, we need to know what sentences are. I have already made a video on sentences, phrases and clauses. If you have not seen the video, you can check out the link in the description box below. So let's recall what sentences are. A sentence is a group of words which has a complete sense. For example, I am listening to music. Now this sentence talks about I and is giving information about it. It conveys a complete meaning. I hope you are now clear with it. So now let's learn the types of sentences. Sentences are mostly categorized into four types, namely assertive, interrogative, exclamatory, and imperative. But we can also consider optative sentence to be the fifth one. Now let's move further to find out about our first type of sentence, that is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence is also known as declarative sentence. It tells us about something, that means it makes a statement, and it ends with a period or a full stop. Now let's see some examples. I have a black dress. My brother is in 8th grade. The earth revolves round the sun. Now if you look at these three sentences, they talk about someone, they state something about someone. So that is why they are known as assertive or declarative sentences. Now if you look at the third sentence closely, the earth revolves round the sun. It states a fact or a universal truth. So an assertive sentence can also state a fact. Now an assertive sentence can be categorized into two types. It may be affirmative or negative, as there are trees on either side of the road. Now we are talking about what is there on either side of the road. We are not talking about what is not there on either side of the road. So that is why this sentence is affirmative or yes statement. The second one is he did not learn his lesson. Now we talk about this person who has not done something. So that is why this is a negative or a no statement. Now let's see something about the formation, how these kind of sentences are formed. So we have to take up the subject and the verb followed by the object. So we have SVO. We can remember this SVO. S stands for subject, V for verb and O for our object. Now let's move further. The next type of sentence that we have is our interrogative sentence. The word interrogate means to ask or to question. So it puts up a question and it ends with a question mark. Now let's understand about it more with the help of some examples. Will you come with me? Where do you live? Do you love cooking? Now all these sentences ask some questions. So they interrogate. So that is why they are interrogative sentences. Now let's see what are the types of interrogative sentences. So we have got two types of interrogatives. Number one is yes or no question and the another one is WH word question. So in yes or no question we have two examples. Have you read this poem? Do you like to paint? Now the answer to these two questions would be either yes or no. So that is why these two examples come under the category of yes or no question. Another type of interrogative is WH word question. So it begins with a WH word. So we have what, where, when, why, and the word how also comes under this category. Let's read example. What do you do? Where is your notebook? If you use not in an interrogative sentence, it becomes an interrogative negative sentence, like, have you not been there? Now let's see the formation of an interrogative sentence. So first we have to begin with the verb, the helping verb or the WH word, and it should be followed by the subject and then the finite verb and then last the object. The object may or may not come in the sentence. Now let's go to our imperative sentence. It tells someone to do something. It may be command, request, advice, or invitation. Now let's see some examples. So the first example that we have is, show me your work. Always speak the truth. Please give me a pen. Have a cup of coffee, please. Now if you look at the first sentence, show me your work, it is clearly an order. Always speak the truth, so it is an advice. Please give me a pen, so it is a request. Have a cup of coffee, please, so it is an invitation. Now in imperative sentences, the subject you is understood. That means it remains hidden but is implied. These sentences begin with first form of the verb followed by the object. An imperative sentence may consist of only one word also. For example, catch, hurry. In these sentences, a strong command is given, and so they end with a sign of exclamation. Now let's see what exclamatory sentences are. So an exclamatory sentence expresses strong and sudden feeling of joy, sorrow, wonder or surprise, etc. That means these sentences show our inner feelings or inner emotions. Now let's understand it with some examples. Alas, he is no more. So this sentence expresses the sorrow of losing a person. How beautiful the sky looks. So this sentence expresses surprise. Hurrah, we did it. So this sentence again expresses the joy. So that is why these kind of sentences would come under the category of exclamatory sentence, because they show the inner feelings or the inner emotions of the person, of the speaker. Now let's learn something more about exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence may begin with an interjection. Now what are these words? Interjection are the words which show the inner feelings or inner emotions of a person, like what, how, alas, hurrah, oh, God, etc. Do you know, in some exclamatory sentences, we don't have the subject and the verb. How is that possible? Let's see. With an example, how wonderful. Look, we don't have a subject and a verb, but still it is a sentence. Really marvelous. The mark of exclamation is used at the end of either the exclamatory word or interjection or the sentence. Now, we have to use the mark of exclamation or exclamatory mark once in an exclamatory sentence. For example, what a wonderful view. So, we have to use this exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. And look at the second example. Wow, what a splendid performance. So we can use the exclamatory mark after our interjection, which is wow. We cannot use the exclamation mark at both the places. So we have to use it only at a single place, either after the interjection or either at the completion of the sentence. Now let's have a look at the fifth type of sentence, which is our optative sentence. It expresses a prayer, wish or desire. it ends with an exclamation mark. Now let's see some examples. May you live long. Long live the king. Wish you the best. So in these kind of sentences, the speaker does a prayer or a wish or a desire. And because they show our emotions, our inner feelings, so they end with an exclamation mark. Now I hope you are clear with all the types of sentences. Now let's do a quick recap of all the 4 types of sentences. The first one is assertive sentence. Now assertive sentence, also called as declarative sentence, so they make statements and end with periods or full stop. For example, she has a brown bag. The next one we have is interrogative. So interrogative asks questions and they end with question marks. For example, does she have a brown bag? So I have taken the same sentence and transformed it into different types of sentence. The next one we have is imperative sentence. So they make requests, they give commands and advice, and they also end with periods. Give me her brown bag, please. The next one we have is exclamatory. So they make statement with emotions. They show our inner feelings or inner emotions, and they end with exclamation mark. For example, how beautiful her brown bag is. Now I hope you are clear with types of sentences, and I hope that you like the video. If yes, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about the latest updates. Also do share the video with other students so that all of you get benefited. Thank you so much everyone for watching the video. Take care. Bye bye.